Okay, so we've got a good one here in Crippling Fatigue, if we want to take that. Shaper Parasite, another nice 2-for-1 there. Not sure what I want to go for. It's probably going to be one of those two. It's probably the Fatigue. I like the Parasite quite a bit, but it's a tiny bit slow, and it is vulnerable to removal. They just kill your morph, then it's just a 1-for-1 trade, nothing crazy. Whoa, okay. I mean, good thing it's the card I wanted to pick, but that was a little touchy. Still recovering from my misclick earlier, I guess. Okay, Moan, pretty good card. Offering, another good card. I'm not seeing anything in another color that really makes me want to go into something else. Part of me is like, I'll take this Croson Tusker and wield a Putrid Leech, and that'll be disgusting. And it does sound pretty good. I might just take this Moan anyway. I don't know. This card's great, right? But maybe the removal's just the best. I already have one removal spell. A lot of the black removal in this cube says destroy target non-black creature. So then when you play against a black deck, it's just terrible. But I think this effect is harder to come by for black than the Vicious Offering, so take the Moan, I guess. It's good in the, like, token-y sack decks, too. Good pack now. Night Stalker is pretty good. Night's Whisper, also pretty good. Trumpeting Herd, card's busted. Seraph is pretty nice, too. Probably just worse than this, though. I might run it back with the Trumpeting Herd. Not sure. Like, this thing is going to be good in any black deck, pretty much, unless I end up against, like, mono red, which I'm sure I will. And then I have 2 cards that say pay 2 life, or I guess this is pay 3 life. But I still think it's a good 2-mana card. Maybe I should just be taking this. But I like solidifying myself into black here. We'll see. Okay, now we have a Putrid Goblin, very nice black 2-drop. There's also Pillory, which is a very nice black-white removal spell. Nothing pulling me into green here. Beetleback Chief is up there for one of the best cards in the pack. Cavalry is pretty nice too. But yeah, I think I'm just going to take this Goblin. Yep. Ooh, now what? Soul Manipulation is an excellent magic card. There's also Nessian Asp, which is fine. Like, it's definitely overperformed, but I'm not in love with it. Band Together's okay. Thrill Kill, probably not what I want to take. So it's between the Soul Manip and the Asp. So I'm going to try to take this. I've yet to play blue-black, and it seems like just a very good controlling card. That said, it feels like green has been more open individually than blue. So maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should just take the Asp. I'm going to go with my gut, I guess, and take this Asp. I don't think blue is that open. Okay, not immediately punished. A couple medium green cards here. Looking at a Deadweight and a Spectre. I've never played Liliana's Spectre. It seems pretty good. Deadweight is also very efficient removal. But 3-mana 2/1 make your opponent discard. Seems like a nice 2-for-1. It's an evasive threat. I think I want to try it here. It's right on curve too. Yeah. Desecrator Hag now. So this thing is effectively Gravedigger, but it's forced to give you a creature with the highest power from your graveyard, which most of the time is not a downside, but every now and then it is. Rushing River, decent. Passing an Ambuscade, another good green card, but this deck seems like it cares a lot about value in 2-for-1s, so I think the Hag is perfect. I also just think it's a better card, probably, than Ambuscade. Ooh. Wild Mongrel. There's also a Lazotep Reaver, though. and even a Spined Thopter. All these 2-drops are great. This is difficult. So Lazotep Reaver, very nice when you have Sacrifice synergies. Wild Mongrel, great anytime, but best if you have like Madness cards. Realistically, I'm not going to have Madness cards. I think the Spined Thopter has the lowest ceiling of any of them, but I think I'm taking it anyway, just as a good evasive 2. Seems like something this deck would want to do. Now I'm seeing the Phyrexian Ghoul to go with the Lazotep Reaver, the laptop, so many people call it. But there's a Pima Outrider here. I'm getting a little clogged on 4s, but the card is really nice. I don't think the Ghoul is a perfect fit for this deck, but it's pretty close. It's definitely a good card. A little low on removal now. We're pretty heavy on creatures. Titanic Brawl is nothing special, but we'll take the Outrider. Hey, we did it. There's the Putrid Leech. Vicious Offering, definitely something this deck would be interested in, but I think the Leech is too good. It's kind of the whole reason I did this anyway. It's just a great card, so yeah, let's take it. This doesn't get back the Spined Thopter, which is kind of funny. I guess I'm taking Pulse of Marasa. This deck can lose life in a few ways. It's got the Fatigue, it's got the Night's Whisper, and the Spined Thopter. So I think it's fine. A lot of my creatures are 2-for-1s anyway, so getting one back is probably good. Farseek now. It's a card I can play, but I'm going to start it in the side. Rather play an Elf. Band Together, probably good enough for this deck. A little low on removal. Ooh, just as I say that, there's a Deadweight, but also a Cavalry. That's a tough one. I'm going to take the Deadweight, but I don't love it. Oh, the Root Walla coming back, yelling at me for not picking that Wild Mongrel. In this pack we have a Blade Juggler. Card's great. It's just like the whatever you call it, the 3-mana 2/2 that makes you lose a life and draws you a card when you play it. Phyrexian something or other. You do have to hit Spectacle for it, but this deck is going to be trying to do that. So yeah, it's just a nice 2-for-1. Ooh, Gluttonous Slug. It's a great 2-drop. Should wield a Fungal Infection. Maul Splicer. Not excited about that one. What is the best card in this pack, though? Oracle's great. Branching Bolt has extremely high upside. Pegasus is pretty good in the white decks. Marauders isn't terrible. Slug is good, though. Bit of a non-bow with the Blade Juggler. You cannot attack your opponent for 0 and then play this on turn 3. In this pack, man, looking at that Fire Slinger, that card's so good. Maybe the Root Walla should be in the main, by the way. Not sure. This deck is fairly aggressive. The Sultai Emissary is okay. It's a lot like the 1/1 or the 2-mana 1/1 Undying. I think I'm gonna take the Archer though. I mean, these abilities are both pretty defensive. Still a good card though. I don't think I want my 2-drops to have 1 power. I want them to have 0 power. But yeah, let's take the Archer. In this pack, I guess there's a Byway Career, which is fine. Actually, no, let's just take Vines of Vastwood. This card's great. Counter a removal spell, counter a pump spell. Play it as a pump spell. It does it all. It's just a really nice card. Not replaceable either, in my opinion, from what I've seen. The Courier is a good 3, but I do think it's a little more replaceable. Hoping I didn't put someone too much into green, passing the Ambuscade and the Mongrel, and God knows how many other good green cards in pack 1. Okay, Sylvan Might never did anything. I think this is almost strictly better than the Butcher Ghoul, like minus bounce spell or whatever, right? But probably more interested in Defile, which sounds terrible, but whatever. Yeah, red seems open in this direction. Burst Lightning, fairly late. We saw the Fire Slinger earlier. Yeah, let's just take a Defile. Safe Hold Elite, effectively Putrid Goblin, but nice hybrid mana symbol. This thing should not be in the cube, and it makes me sad to see it. And I don't want to go too far up on my soapbox, but this was literally a common in Masters Edition, and it's not Phantom Monster, which means it's terrible. So, yeah. Ooh, another Lego. Bloodflow Connoisseur. Don't know exactly how good that card is. I think I prefer the 3-mana 2/2 version of this. That doesn't get counters, but gets +2/+2. Probably just taking a Lego. It doesn't even look great in this deck. Green is just not open in this direction, but still a good 2-drop. Curve Legionnaire into the Blade Juggler. It's pretty good. God, this card is a massive beating. If you ever get to pull this thing off, save a creature, put 3+1/+1, or up to 3, I guess, counters on it. I guess I'm going to take the Savage Punch, but it looks pretty bad here. Kind of looks like a Pounce right now, or not even a Pounce, just like a 2-mana Prey Upon. Yeah. Okay, that's a good wheel. That's a card I actively want in my deck, and it's in a mana slot where I'm short on some stuff, so that's nice. Not sure exactly how good this is. I think it's sideboard quality. This thing probably makes more sense than the Emissary. It's just less replaceable. Okay, another fine green 3 on the wheel, and a Brindle Shoat too. So maybe green was open enough, and maybe this has black and green in it, even though we can't play it. Maybe the second half of the pack was just bad for us. That's pretty possible. Okay. I do like Cadaver Imp. This thing's probably going to wheel. The Nameless Inversion is okay, but not super impressive. I think this thing is just good. This card's probably also quite nice. Probably a lot of synergy in this deck, too. It is probably very good. Guess I should take it over the Cadaver Imp. It's a very synergistic kind of card. It's really cool. Speaking of a Phantom Monster, here it is. It's so good. Stagger Shock, another great card. But yeah, let's try this thing. I don't know if it's any good or not. Typhon is fine. Gargantua, not bad. Gurmag, not going to be great in this deck. Same with Wrecking Beast. Let's just take this thing. This deck needs some ramp. We did not pick up any, so Typhon it is, I guess. Mire's Grasp now, and a Falcon Wrath Noble. The Noble is not really a replaceable card, and the Mire's Grasp is. This is just very good, efficient removal, but this card is great. Like, I might just cut the Typhon that I just picked to play this. This card's too good. Okay. Imperiosaur with 0 fixing and mana dorks. It's probably got to be good enough. Skin Thinner's not bad. A little slow. Thicket is fine. Herald is Herald. Yeah. Getting clogged up on 4s now, but it's probably okay. Curve ends at 5. Ooh, there we go. So Consume Strength. Crypt Rat's good, but not what we're trying to do. Eye Blight's ending, whatever. But yeah, I think this card is really quite nice. Should be a 2-for-1 a good amount of the time. Maybe we cut a Pulse. Maybe we cut probably something from the 4-drop slot. Maybe Moan. My like second pick or something. Rhizome Lurcher. Is that card going to be good? It might be good in this deck. It's going to hang out in the sideboard because I hate Hired Blade, but... ooh. Very similar effects here. 5 mana 3/3 Gravedigger with upside. 5 mana 3/3 Narrower Gravedigger with no upside in this one. So we're going to take the better one. Surprise. We could also take the Violet Pall. Card is good. I think I want the Pilferers, though. Passing Gingerbread, I guess. Ooh, Snuff Out now. Nice 0 mana removal spell. It's not going to hit every time, but when it does, I think it's pretty good. Passing a Toll of the Invasion. This deck actually pays quite a bit of life. This deck pays a lot of life between Snuff Out, Night's Whisper, Fatigue. Let's see. Where was everything else? The Thopter, the Leech, the Legionnaire. Well, there's the Rotworm, but I don't think it's too exciting. I think I'd rather just have a good removal spell like this. Kind of like the, whatever you call it. The Mire's Grasp. This thing can get goblins, but it can't get non-creature goblins, which means no combo there, but it's, I think, still good enough. Gurmag, probably sideboard. Just not going to be able to dump enough stuff into my graveyard. Yeah, 0 ramp cards this time, which is very strange. I don't know if we just didn't see any, or maybe someone is like green-blue, like dedicated ramp. Great sideboard pickup. Passing some very good multicolored white cards. This might be main deckable. It's a little slow, but we're short on good 3s. Young Wolf, I guess, over fixing. Again, the non-bow here is pretty real. Though I have a lot of double green and double black, I don't think I'm ever playing this Young Wolf. Wow, very late red cards. I don't think Pit Keeper is real, so. Alright, once again, cuts are going to be difficult with this one, but let's see how it goes. Definitely want, like, this card, this, these. Probably want these. Not sure about these. None of them are like bad though. Definitely want. Oh, then this is probably in the not sure pile. I think I want vines. These are all medium-ish. Some are probably good enough. We'll figure it out. But right now I'm going to take them all out and start adding stuff back. Maybe I should have taken that Young Wolf. Maybe that was just loose. This is a 2-drop. This is a 3-drop, I hope. Emphasis on the I hope. Probably try a Skin Thinner here. I think I like Deadweight more than Defile. I like Nameless Inversion. I don't think I want Snuff Out. It's bad against the aggro decks and it's bad against black. So it's probably not good enough in the main. Band together could be fine. Probably want a Typhon. And maybe a Band. That's the last card. Now let's try the Rusalka. Let's get spicy. Alright. Sort by color. It's just a giant mess. This is colorless. Let's replace this with this, and this with this, just for the sake of adding lands. 9-8 is probably fine. Now to figure out what I swapped. Swapped you for that, and the other one was the archer for, where did it go? The Safehold Elite. Okay. Alright, this deck looks good. Very grindy. Lots of 2-for-1s. Full grown baby. Hilarious. I'm gonna mold this because it looks terrible. This is not bad. I think I have to bottom the asp. So full grown baby, maybe a reference to being a salty player when they don't get their way. I don't know. Gotta lead with the slug. Everybody knows that. If they manage to flip this, we can just trade it for the Thopter, or try to 2-for-1 them with the strength. But this card never flips, so we're good. We didn't come here not to block. You have a +2/+2, then show me. Okay. Ooh. So now I think my play is the Putrid Leech, because then I can double spell if I draw any land next turn. It also blocks both their creatures right now. Yeah, I think Delver is bad though, for what it's worth. Esper though. Could be a nice Esper control. Probably no attacks. Yeah. Okay, we drew the land. We only have to play one of these pre-combat, so play the Safehold Elite, I guess. That'll grow the slug. We can attack with both, and they're probably going to double block this. I'll pay 2 life and they'll like kill it somehow, but that's okay with me. Here we go. Yeah, now it's going to die. Sure. And we'll play this thing, paying life, of course. Oh, whoa, because they shrunk this, the Spined Thopter grew it. Whoa, I did not think about that. That was awesome. Well, thank you, opponent. I appreciate that. I guess we're using Consume Strength here, but it's starting to feel like they're just kind of dead no matter what happens. So we get this attack. Get to shrink the Skyfisher and pump whatever's unblocked. So yeah, +2/+2, sure. -2/-2. Or we could just kill their board. That seems good. Or we could do that. Okay. We do have an answer to that, if we needed one. Attacking for another 7 here. That Agni Warp play, man, would not have guessed that mattered so much. Okay. Helps that we drew like perfect mana and we just get to curve out here though. Not that they're dead, but they're like fairly close, so just going to, you know, say I got lucky now. This is not a Skyfisher. Rift Watcher, okay. Now a Skyfisher? No. Okay. Crack Clue. Sure. So if we go for the Crippling Fatigue, we have a great attack all. So I guess I'm just going to do that. It's a little greedy, but I don't think it's terrible. Where this doesn't really block anything. So even though it doesn't kill it, I think it's worth it just to get this tempo swing going. Put them in the spot where they sort of have to jump. Okay, go to 4. Starting to run out of gas, but I think I'm okay. They do have 5 cards in hand. That is a high number of cards. Wow. If they just don't play any... What the... Oh, they're going to Core Skyfisher this and replay it? That makes sense. Sure. Yeah. It's pretty annoying. And we've paid so much life here that my life total is actually pretty relevant. They get to go up to 9. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, our draw's starting to peter out. We only get to attack with this 3/6 Menace. They go to, yeah, 6, but... We need like a Vines of Vastwood here. Take 4? No? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Will this thing get killed here? Feels like it's getting killed. No? That was a chump? Okay. Are you going to counter this? No. Okay, I'm gonna play this. I don't really know what I'm playing into. I'm sure there's something bad that can happen to me in this position, but we'll see. I think they conceded. The reveal hand. Yeah. Matches their username, I'll say that. But also, like, that's just terrible luck for them. Okay. So they showed me some flyers, which means it's time for the oofs. Not sure what we're playing them over, but they seem good. The Rhizome Lurcher would have been terrible that game. Flyers had 3 toughness. Maybe I'll take out a Rusalka. Try to be an adult. Play a better card. Okay, we're going to keep this pretty easily. 1 mana off of the Typhon. Got a couple plays. Oh, okay. Never mind. What do you got? Ooh, Errant Ephemeron. That card's great. Fortunately, the Asp blocks it. I think it even comes down in time. Yeah, because I think... Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we play this turn 5, then they get their 4/4 flyer on turn 6. And it has haste, by the way, because that's how Suspend works. It has haste. Relevant if you ever gain control of a Suspend creature. Falcon Wrath Noble. Did say I needed it. Did not say that I wanted a 3-drop on turn 3, though. Ooh, I wonder if they go 2 mana, 2/3 flyer, whatever it's called, pick up the Prophetic Prism. That'd be sick. Rift Watcher. I think I'm just going to kill that, which is kind of aggro, but I'm not doing anything else with my mana. And yeah. And yeah. Just jam a Typhon, attack for 2. Yeah. Yeah, this has one counter. Yep, so I counted the turns correctly. I don't know if I ever get to escape this in this deck. Unclear. That is a good card. And they're extorting. Whoa, slow down, opponent. That was a pretty good turn. 2 cards in hand, though. Hopefully they can't answer the Asp. That was a good draw, too. I could go Noble and Deadweight here. But I think... just want to do this. If they have a removal spell, I get mega punished for this. But if they don't have a removal spell, they like just about lose the game. So we'll see. We'll see which fun option it is. Oh yeah, this is casting a spell, so they get to extort me if they want to. Pretty awkward that it's on their upkeep though, not their draw step, so they don't know if they're going to want to tap out this turn. Not paying makes me think they have a lot of mana to spend, potentially. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Okay. I accept. Now I'm going to play my Noble and then deadweight your Noble, and we're going to have a hilarious board state here for a second. Yeah. I'm going to save targets just for fun. Click OK. And we can technically attack. I think we can attack. That's fine. Nothing bad will happen, right? Wow, I did not expect that to happen, but I'll take it. They do get some life out of the deal, but I'm happy to trade these off. Means this thing can start attacking. This creature still is kind of irrelevant. Like, it did gain them 2 life there with the double block, but imagine I have like a groundswell, right? Oh man, that's dirty. But if they, let's see, they have 5 mana. Yeah, so they're not paying because they want to suspend, but I think I'm good with that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. Suspending now. Oh, what? So they just, sure, okay. That was, yeah, I mean, they juked me, I guess, a little bit. Their deck is good value too, though, I must admit. Find draw, attacking with everything, so that's what we do. See if they double block, or just single block. Yeah. Fine by me. Now let's play a 4/4. They have 5 mana, so yeah, they're not able to get that 4/4 flyer into play. I think it's 7 mana. They did hit a land, so now if they draw a land, they can do it. Just not playing very relevant cards right here. Ooh, that was a great draw. Excellent, even. Now we attack with these. See what they do about that. I'm going to take it. Play this. Then we're going to spend all of our mana, and if they play the 4/4 flyer, we get to kill it. It's really very nice stuff. If they have a 2 damage effect to each creature, then good on you, I guess. But actually, they might just die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 6 mana, not... Oh, the Gargantua. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We're going to trade this for that, I think. Yeah, this Falcon Wrath Noble is busted. Maybe I could have attacked all there. Maybe that would have been better. Okay, well, I would like to kill your 5/4. Drain you for 2. I might have, yeah, maybe I don't think I had lethal, but felt like I could have been pretty close. I'm not too worried, though. I think the worst thing for me in the spot would be a sweeper. And if they just, like, play the 4/4 flyer, I think they lose. Yeah, now they have 7 mana, so they're almost definitely doing that. Yeah. Oh, they have 8 mana, sure. And now they are not going to be happy about this. Now I think they're dead. I'm not going to do the math. If you were expecting me to do the math, I'm sorry. All right. Nice. Okay, 1-0. This deck is pretty good. Not sold on that Rusalka. I think it's a little too cute, so maybe something else would be better. Could play a Moan, could play a Snuff Out. Could even play a Root Walla. This deck is pretty aggro. Don't mind playing a 1-drop. Try it like that, I guess. Always like to curve out. Team J, bro. Alright, well, time to get wrecked. Not him, me. This hand. This hand sucks. Oh, man, not like this. I might keep it anyway. How many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, not a lot. I think I have to keep. God. This is so borderline. Like, I have to draw a cheap creature or I lose the game. I guess I have to mulligan. Feels terrible, but... Okay, this is actually good. He's super pumped, hyped, whatever I'm trying to say. It's nice. Nice to see that. Yeah, I think maybe I don't keep this. Okay. Keep the Root Walla, that is. Of course I'm keeping the hand. He started on 7. That's bad. I don't often go into a match thinking I'm just going to get ranched, but here we are. Ooh, the Thopter. Guess I want to play that thing here. Is it just going to die? Yeah, it's just going to die. Okay. Maybe that was poor sequencing then, and I should have led with the Goblin. See if we draw a land, though. Okay. Dang, not exactly a land. I guess we're not attacking then. This is rough. Attacking? Please attack, yeah. I get the evolve value out of this. I don't really know why he's making this trade, but I approve. Tragic Slip. No? Dang. Okay, still never drawing a land. That's fine. I think I'm just going to attack with both now. Any land is going to be excellent for us, I'll say that. Yeah. Pretty free block. We're both stuck on 3 lands. He's 3+ colors though. There we go. I hope this resolves. I'm going to play, I guess, the one that's a little bit more resilient to spot removal, and a little bit better for me if they counter, or if he counters this. I think I'm going to make a servo here. Oh, he's going to kill something? Oh, okay. Happy that he's trading for half of my creature. A warped landscape. He does love the warped landscape, doesn't he? Phantom monster. Okay. That was good. I think I'm happy enough trading these. Let's just do this. Do I even want to trade these? Because, like, I have the consume strength here. I don't even think I want to. I don't even think I want to. Now that I'm on the front foot here, I want to try to get value out of one of these cards. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be an excellent turn now. He's going to have to block, and it's not going to be easy. Yeah. The fact that he's not attacking. Yeah, this is going to be good. We don't need to play the land. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess I can kill, let's see, if I just +4/+4 this, right now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toughness, so yeah, Vines is going to be totally fine here. Yeah, I mean, he's probably dead, which, you know, it's nice. Ooh, all right, we got him. Okay, well, very, very nervous. I think we got very lucky there to put him in a place where he's forced to block, and we get to, like, sort of 3-for-1 him with the Vines of Vastwood, but I think maybe a Snuff Out could be good. 0 mana, kill a thing. Maybe a Legionnaire could be good. So I think I want to be really aggressive. Though he did show me a Defile, which is pretty good against the Legionnaire. Maybe the Hag isn't. Maybe Skin Thinner is slow. Yeah, I could see that. He did play a bunch of Swamps, right? I wish I could look at the game log. So I think he played... Is there a way I can go back to the game? No, I can go back to the league. Dang. So I'm pretty sure he played the blue-red tap land and a bunch of Swamps, so maybe the Snuff Out isn't that great. I don't love this thing, but turning the Blade Juggler on seems good. Just another good 2-drop. God, I'm so nervous. Alright, let's run it back. Oh, maybe the Root Wall is not good enough. Helps me curve out, if nothing else. I don't know what cards are in his deck, but with 3+ colors and not doing anything because he was missing lands, I imagine I cannot win in the long game or the late game, so I just have to try to go fast. He put me on the play. This is definitely a keep. Wish I had some mana dorks or double green. Not having double green is kind of terrifying. I think I'm 9/8 with this mana base. If he has a Defile here, I'm going to cry. In fact, I'm going to do it. I'm going to wait until I have the black mana. Or, I'm sorry, until I have 3 mana so I can Vines to save this. So if it just dies, it doesn't do anything, right? Just going to assume he has a way to kill it. Blue, black. You got it. What are you doing with that? Can't block. Okay. Ooh, great draw. Maybe it'll feel a little less like we have the Vines if we play it this way. I don't really know how tricky I can get. Well, apparently I can get fairly tricky. Okay. Another very good draw from this deck. Let's make a servo here. Is this the Aven? No. 2 mana. Ooh, Night's Whisper. I love that. I think that means he's dead. Yeah, I'm never blocking here. Yeah. There's stuff I can lose to, but I honestly can't think of that much. Brutal. All right. Gotta give him the GGs. Have to tune into a stream in a minute, but let's see if we can finish out round 3. This is one of the trophy leaders, I think. Okay, we're gonna play first. Keep this one. It's a little clunky. Did I take the Rusalka out? I think I did. For the Root Walla. Very similar sounding names. I would love a 3-drop, or just any other play here. Ooh, I would love to draw a Blade Juggler, if they don't have a counter, or a way to kill this. Or a 1/3. Gonna try to get the 2-for-1 with Consume Strength at some point, though. Good draw, for sure. I guess no reason to attack here. Okay. Well, I mean, let's see if this thing resolves. I'm gonna try to just play it as a 4/4 trample with the 1/3 in play like that. Or actually, maybe... No, they're blue-red, but they have black mana? Guess I am going to make a servo here, though that kind of gives away that I have some kind of combat trick in the future. I think, at least. Maybe it doesn't, but it feels like it does. Maybe next turn, if we don't draw a land, we can go for a Consume Strength holding up Vines if something goes wrong. Wonder if they just, like, bolt this. Feels like they always have a bolt, but maybe not. More tap lands. Okay, I'm going to try to go for something greedy here, and I think with the Vines, we should be okay. So they should block the 1/1. Yeah, and now we go for +2/+2 on this, I guess. -2/-2 on that. They've got to have something here. There's no way they don't have something. If they have a counter, then I'm in trouble. Okay. So we're going to cast this here. And I guess, I mean, they sort of, no, they 2-for-1'd me there. They 2-for-1'd me there, because we played the Consume Strength for just as a +2/+2, pretty much. So, not ideal. But the Agony Warp is always going to be a beating for an aggro deck, so. Haven Surveyor. Bounce something, probably? Sure. Ooh, it's a nice draw. Probably double block. Yeah. Yeah, now that I just played 2 combat tricks. I think I kill this 1/3. Maybe that's nuts. But I think it's right. Now if I draw black mana, I can fatigue this thing. In the meantime, the Putrid Goblin gets to attack. I mean, that was probably just all around bad for me. I don't know. They're at 5 cards, 13 life. Black removal's the best way to deal with this kind of card. If I draw a swamp here, I can fatigue this and play this face down. Then next turn I can flip it up. If I draw another land after that, then I can monstrosity this. Ooh, okay. Hit the Putrid Goblin. Yep. And then no attack, of course. Well, I guess 4/5 is going to attack. Opponent's probably just going to chump. This makes me feel like they have a burn spell, and they're going to use that. In which case I'm getting wrecked again. Yeah, dang it. I think I'm getting wrecked again. Wow. I'm legitimately shocked they didn't have anything there. So maybe if I'm that surprised, maybe it was just a bad attack. I can't do anything about that, so sure. Maybe they have counter mana up now. That would make sense. Jilt is very good. But I don't have anything else to play here. Oh, well, could play that. But I think I need to try to add to the board. If they have a counter, then I guess you got me. No counter. Okay, well, so far so good. Now they have a way to kill it because they're tapping black mana. Oh, Pilferers, sure. You can only, well, I guess you can get back the Slinger, yeah. But you can play the Omen Speaker if you get it back, yeah. Shuffle first, then scry. It's a good call. Double black now. Scary. So yeah, they're just looking for removal for this. Hopefully they're going to go for a multi-block that the Nameless Inversion is going to blow out. Ooh, that was a nice draw. Yeah, I'll take it. Can't play any other cards this turn, but opponent has one card. They did just scry two. Let's see how they scried. Probably put at least one card on top. Two cards on bottom. That's great. Oh, but they did that. So now they get the Aven Surveyor back. That's, or, oh, the Pilferers, sure. But they can't play it this turn. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have a loop. Gearcrafter. Okay, so we know all their cards. They have 5 power and blockers, so they can kill the thing. That was a very nice draw. If they play the Pilferers, then they don't have the loop anymore. Oh, yikes. Probably bounce the Asp, right? Sure. I will discard this Crippling Fatigue. So this thing is on blocking duty for a while. We're going to try to win the game in the air. So now we get to Night's Whisper. And now we get to play the Falcon Wrath Noble. Sure. Hoping they play out that Pilferers and give up the loop. I don't know if I can win the game if they don't do that. I mean, this thing is going to make them lose a bunch of life, but still. I'm going to block. I don't... This is a G2 Slinger, maybe? Okay. I think I'm on board for that. Now, I mean, they get to get the Dinrova Horror, though. But they give up the loop by doing this, which is important. Yeah. Okay, so now it's time to kill one of these. Doesn't matter which. I didn't save targets, did I? Alright, now we cast with Spectacle. We could have cast it earlier, by the way. Play a Swamp, play the Leech. Classic curving out on turn 12. Or tapping out, I guess, maybe. They don't have a good attack here, but they do get to bounce this thing, which is annoying. Slows us down. Maybe they bounce the Pilferers. That would be funny. No, they didn't go for that. Discard a forest. Sure. Did somewhat forget about that thing. They're at 7. Feels like I should be able to kill them here without too much difficulty. Well, didn't I tap 4 mana? Maybe not. Attack with this thing. Feeling aggro. Okay. Sad, but acceptable. Double drain you. One card in hand for them. It's kind of up to the top of their library. If they have some way to... Ooh, drawing a land. That's great for me. Might just be dead. Alright, so if this works out, my opponent should pretty much be dead here. I get to double block. That should produce 3 drains. I mean... I don't really know what they can have, but... Because now they're in a place where... Yeah, I mean, that was a fine draw too. They have to chump, they have to go to 1, and then if they kill anything, they die. Alright, Falcon Wrath Noble, everyone. That is a magic card. Alright, I'm sure they scooped it up here. Okay, their deck is super good. Tons of 2-for-1s. This card's a 2-for-1. This sort of is, this sort of is, this can be. This kind of is, yeah. A lot of kind ofs too, but still. Very, very good deck. Very scary. What are some good options here? Lurcher, maybe, in this slow of a matchup. Maybe a Moan, or an Angler. They had the Dinrova Horror. Man, I wish I had stuff that exiled a graveyard. This thing might be okay. Okay, and what's not as amazing? Maybe some of the 2-drops. Maybe like a Spined Thopter. Well, I do think flying is pretty good in this matchup. Let's try a Pulse of Marasa. And what else? Maybe no other changes. Maybe let's take out a Root Walla, I guess, for either a Moan or... Moan is probably good. I don't know. Their deck is great. We were lucky to win that game. That said, game 3, when we should be on the play curving out against them, I think we've got a good shot there. I'm going to keep this. It's kind of ugly, but got a 2-drop, got a Night's Whisper. Not crazy to draw into double green. They're on a mulligan. 41 card deck, by the way. We're on mono black, apparently, which is not ideal. Opt. Blue black. Yeah, that's pretty good against me. I guess now I'm playing... Oh no, I have to play the Goblin first, or I'm discarding the hand size with the Whisper. Even though the Goblin doesn't do anything. A lot of double green cards in this deck make things awkward. Opponent with a natural Tron on the other hand. Well, that wasn't bad. Easy. Alright. Now I'm tempted to go Slug next turn and then Outrider the turn after that for the double evolve. It's going to look a little funny, but it should be fine. If we draw another green mana, we can even like save the Slug as this happens. We can save the Slug now if we want to. Boop. Could have just let it die and gotten it back with Pilferers, but I like trying to be aggressive here if we can. I think it's going to die now. Sure. Okay, let's dump a 4/5 into play. Hopefully they don't have an answer to this thing. That would be great. I think maybe I should have boarded this out, the 2 drops. What do I play if I take those out, though? Lego, maybe? It's probably good enough. They are Agni Warp. Okay, so they're just 2-for-1ing themselves. Oh, but it's a Firebolt, so it's not a real 2-for-1. Okay. Well, let's play Pilferers and get it back. A little bit better than getting the Slug back. One card in hand for the opponent, by the way. I think we are winning this card battle pretty handily. It was amazing. So we are not supposed to win this card battle. Play a land. Yikes. So now if we can just pressure them over the next few turns pretty quickly, or pretty heavily, I guess, should be good. Should be good. We don't have... Maybe I play the Outrider here, so next turn I double spell. I actually think I prefer that to the alternative, and if they have like a counter or whatever, this is fine. Well, no, this thing can't really attack anyway. It's fine. I like double spelling too much. Counter. Is it dying? Looks like it's dying. Sure. That's okay with me. What is your 1 card? Not a spell, I hope. Hit the triple green anyway. Don't counter it. Don't. Oh my god, they ripped a counter. Must be nice. That was a great draw and sequence of events there. If I played this the other way, they would have had the burst lightning, which can't kill it, and it would have been in play, which means the exclude doesn't do it. Oh, is this game slipping away from me? Feels like I had it all lined up, and I just messed it up. Blade Juggler. You got it. That was a good draw, though. Very good draw, I think. Probably still going to get a land out of their hand with it, which is not incredible, but I'll take it. Maybe we get a spell. They're thinking. We did get a spell. Nice. Unfortunately, it means whatever their last card is going to be pretty good here. Maybe a Dinrova Horror. Maybe a Jilt. Oh, Cadaver Imp. Getting it back. Well, you can't play it this turn for multiple reasons. Oh, but this trade's here now? Yikes. Yeah, that's pretty bad for me. Dang, I think this game was winnable, and it feels like it's slipping. Oh, please make this attack. No? Didn't want to give me 2 free damage? Okay. That was bad. I don't know if we can beat this player's deck. It's really quite good. This is nuts, I think. So now the 2/1 flyer attacks. I mean, they have a Blade Juggler in hand. I don't know. Let's draw the Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, or whatever it's called. Falcon Wrath Noble. 5 mana, right? Oh, Firebolt. Forgot about that. No, they played this well. So now we have no attacks. Shoot. I guess even if we did it the other way, they just keep the Wrecking Ball over the Cadaver Imp. Yeah. Their deck is absurdly good. This Putrid Goblin has done nothing. That was a great draw. That was probably one of the best draws in my deck. Might get punished for not playing lands out here. No? That's fine. We have a 7/7 now. It gets to come back a lot. Not sure exactly how many times. There's no way for them to exile it from the graveyard. Yeah. That card is great inevitability, I think. Ooh, that's good too. Try to exile all spells, or all non-creature cards. Whatever. Dump that into play. Dump this into play. Feels like the Morph is about to get killed here. I think I'm okay with that. No? D2 Slinger, kill the Morph. You got it. Chump the Voracious as well, I'm guessing. Man, if this thing had Trample. But what a card that would be, right? What a card that would be. ABC, always be chumping. Chump. Good news is, no matter what happens here, their clock is going to go down quite a bit if they win this game. They're countering this. Yikes, that was a blowout. Soul Manipulation. Yeah, their deck is absurd. Dinrova Horror. Bounce my 7/7. Make me discard a swamp. That's not even very, well, I guess it's decent, but it's not amazing. Three cards in hand. One of them is Cadaver Imp. 2 cards. Okay. Attack. I'm sure it's going to trade for something. Then I'm going to recast it. Just gonna keep doing this. Okay, gonna Dinrova that, or the Gravedigger, the Cadaver Imp. Land, Leech, Spectre, Skin Thinner. Go. What a boring game. Now they Cadaver it back. At turn 17. They even have mana to replay the thing. They have all 10 lands they need, or 9 lands they need. Yep. Goodbye, forest. I mean, I learned one thing from this, which is the Typhon is excellent against control decks. I'm going to lose this game by decking. Half their cards or so have to be lands at this point, mathematically. Sure. Aven Surveyor. Okay. It's a good card, but can you beat a 7/7? Oh, you can bounce your thing. Get back the Dinrova Horror. Bounce my 7/7 that I'm about to make here into a 4/4. Yeah, I'm playing the clock here. Like, it is a real consideration. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye, best cards in my graveyard. The only ones left, except for the forest, which is not spectacular by any means. I think I just want to kill this Surveyor. Dinrova again. Yep. Bounce a land. Or discard a land, I should say. This time we're only halfway with the nameless inversion to, what was I gonna say? We're only halfway to getting the escape going. Oh. Computer's starting to lag a bit. Kill your thing, take 1 damage. I refuse to lose this game by damage. I can lose it by any other means, but not damage. Prophetic Prism. Okay. Now the opponent's decking first. Figured out a way to cast the Imperiosaur quickly. Nice. Can you kill me in 11 turns? I think so. I think I can die in that amount of time. Now I take 2 damage per turn. Yeah, that'll kill me quickly enough. See what we draw. Pulse. Okay. Well, not opposed to that. And now I pulse this thing back. Gaining 6, which hopefully puts me out of range of any nonsense. I've still got the whatever vampire thing. You have a Jilt. Yep. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't even know if that does anything. Because now they get back the Dinrova Horror. Again. Now I discard the Forest, which means I have enough cards to escape the Typhon. Yep. Yep. Okay, I'm double blocking here. Another card that gets them closer to decking. Ooh, that's probably a good draw. And now I think I'm like short 1 mana from playing both here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. I don't think they can win this game. I don't think they can time me out, and I don't think that they can deal me lethal damage. So I guess they're decking. Did they just... No. They did find a card there. Okay. Sure. Ninjutsu. That's pretty cool. I'll give you that. But do you really want to draw a card at this point in the game? Cadaver Imp. Getting back the Dinrova Horror. Bouncing the Voracious Typhon. It's going to be a close one. Hard to imagine that the opponent can really kill me here, though. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Whoops. Let's pay for this by doing this. Okay. One of my best cards now in play. Also blocks their stuff. That's pretty important. Can you win the game? Warren Pilferers? Ooh, Pyrotechnics. Okay. Probably don't have to do that fancy crap, but I'm doing it anyway. So now they have a Warren Pilferers post-combat, I guess. I probably need to protect my life total here, unfortunately. So now they play Pilferers, get back the Dinrova Horror. Yeah. Yeah, I know what's going on. I mean, maybe it's just better to take the damage. But I think then there's another way it goes poorly for me. Okay. Okay. I don't have any cards in my deck that say like target player draws a card or anything like that. I think now I just discard this. I'm just going to bring back a 7/7 here. Would you like to draw a card? They would. Okay. Land. Okay. Ooh, Crippling Fatigue. I'm gonna kill you. And Typhon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. What do you got there? How many spells can you have? You can have at least one, and it's going to deal me lethal. Alright, well, good game, opponent. But with 4.5 minutes on their clock, will they be able to survive? the Onslaught. 1 card in library. Amazing. Okay. So they had flyers. This thing is just a 2-for-1, so it's probably fine. Take out Putrid, take out Safe Hold. Could think about a Gurmag. Pit Keeper might be good enough. Byway Career? Probably not. Let's run it like this. We have Pilferers, we have Desecrator, and we have Pit Keeper, so we've got a few ways to try to loop. Okay, let's play first. Gonna keep it solely on the strength of the Putrid Leech, and also any land is pretty good for us. Lets us cast the Consume Strength, Swamp lets us play the Spectre, etc. So, just gonna see if they... Maybe I was supposed to draw first, actually, with them having so little time on the clock. But I feel like that's just mean. I don't know. Ooh, great draw. Let's pray for a forest on top. Maybe they go for a Burst Lightning on it. Ooh, not today, opponent. Not today. Come on. Come on. Computer's lagging out, which is scaring me. They're the one down on time, but it's still scary. Come on, Magic Online, not like this. Well... we might be rebooting the client here. Nothing's happening. Closing all the crap. Oh my gosh. Is it going to let me play? Please. Please. Yes. Yes. Go, 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 go. There's no way I have that much time on my clock. Absolutely no way. Okay. Pay 2 life. Go. We have the Curve Out of Dreams, folks. Of Dreams. Turn 2, 4/4, eat your Firebolt into turn 3, 2/1 flyer, make you discard a card. Turn 4, 5/5. Not even close, opponent. Not even close. I think they're kinda dead. Hopefully mostly, and not just kinda. Okay. Hit your land drop, sure. 4 mana. Wonder what we're gonna see here from them. I think my play is just going to be this. I'm going to Desecrate or Hag back whatever dies this turn. Something's going to die. They probably chump here. No. Agony Warp incoming. Vendetta. I accept. No exclude. No exclude. Nice. Easy. Easy peasy. No way you're coming back from this on 7 life with 2.5 minutes on your clock when I have 6 Sword of 8 power on the battlefield and great cards in my hand. Not today. Pyrotechnics. That's pretty good. I will admit that's pretty darn good. I can deal them 1 short of lethal. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, that's not how it works, because there wasn't another target creature for this. Oh, I could have killed my own thing, I guess? Yeah. No, that was a real line, if they were on 6 instead of 7. Easy clap. That's how we do it. Beat J-Bro round 2, beat this monstrosity round 3, beat Magic Online round 3.5. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.